Hey guys, and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be ranking The Walking Dead seasons. I know I've never done any ranking before, but I just decided to see if you guys like it. And I love The Walking Dead. It's my favourite show of all time. So yeah, so starting with season 1. I don't mind season 1. It's the shortest out of all of them. So I guess the biggest, if that makes sense, like they're in a city, and this is the scene where they think they had the most money. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong on that, but I don't think it's the best. I do think it's kind of overrated, but I do think if it like had 16 episodes like all the other seasons, it would do. I think it could be yes. I'm thinking good. It's not the best. It's not the worst. I don't think I'll have a season in here. I haven't watched Dower Dicks and Dead City Tales, or The Ones Who Live. I'm planning on watch them. I don't know, just I don't really like short series. I guess they've all got like 6 episodes. I don't know. Season 2, I think I actually like it more than season 1. Shane, he was definitely the best in this season. Like if Shane wasn't in this season, it would have been really bad. Like Shane carried this season. I did think it's better, so I'm going to put it above. Do I put it great? No, I would go with better than season 1. I do agree. Season 3. Now this one's great. I did do the Governor, one of the best villains in the show. He's not my favourite villain. Negan's my favourite villain. Get some good new characters in this one. Get Michonne, one of the best characters in the show. I love the prison arc. Probably my favourite arc, maybe. I don't know. Like it's definitely probably my second favourite, where they live, or like their camp, I guess. I didn't really like Rick this season. Like when Laurie dies. Spoiler, by the way. It just kind of annoys me. You know, like the rest of the season, like him visioning her. But yeah, I love the Governor in this. Season 4, I think is worse than season 3. There's some episodes at the start of season 4 is boring, I think, with all the sickness and stuff. I like the episode of the Governors, or the 2 episodes of the Governor, I think kind of boring. But they're not the worst episodes. They're definitely watchable. I do enjoy them, just kind of boring in my opinion. I don't know. I did really like the battle with Rick, and I love the speech Rick gives. Herschel dies this season as well. I actually, I did like Herschel, but I didn't cry at his death, which I feel like I'm surprised. And it is like a really shocking moment. I did love that moment, because it's right in the comics. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember if Herschel dies at that bit. I haven't read the comics. I do want to read them. And also, this is where Abraham, Rosita, and Eugene get introduced as well. Which Abraham is one of my favourite characters. Also, where they go to Terminus. So yeah, I think it's worse than season 3, but it still is really good. Season 5, best tier. Amazing season. The first episode is incredible. Probably one of my favourite episodes in the whole show. I love Alexandria. That's probably my favourite place, their base, where they camp. Rick is amazing this season. Probably the best version of Rick, definitely. This season's also when Aaron is introduced as well, which I do really like Aaron. Also, this were Ron and Sam coming as well, which I found them really annoying. But it's definitely the best season, I think. 100%. I think that's what most people say as well. I can't really think of another season that would be as good as season 5. Maybe season 6. I don't know. But speaking of season 6, that's definitely S tier as well. So like Rick becomes less like as cool as he is in season 5, but he still is amazing. This has got the best ranking episode in all the series. Season 6, episode 9, pretty sure. All the zombies break in Alexandria. I love that episode when they all come out of the houses and just kill all the zombies. And this is where Negan gets introduced. One of the best finales, I think, in the show. I can't really think of. Is there a better one? Season 7, episode 16 is pretty good. I don't know. But yeah, I can't remember. Is Noah's death's season 5, which that's a brutal death. Probably the most gruesome death in the show, I think. But yeah, I love season 6. Definitely not as much season 5 though. Season 7, I think it's underrated. I put it at the bottom of great, or the best of good, but the best of good. I think it's really overhated. I know a lot of people stop watching The Walking Dead because, spoiler, Glenn dies because Negan kills him. But it's like they do that in the comics anyway, so I don't get why people are mad at it. Because I think millions of people stop watching The Walking Dead just because someone died that they liked, which is a really stupid reason. Like, it's a show about zombies, so people are gonna die. Negan, my favourite character. He definitely carries this season. The first half is kind of boring with just Rick being being Negan as the leader and just telling Rick what to do and just Rick supplying for Negan and stuff. Eugene becomes quite good in this season. Well, not like his character gets better. In this season, I think, where he works for Negan as one of his top men. And I did kind of, when I first watched it, I hated Eugene for that, but I guess when you rewatch it, you realise why he's doing it. Also, Dwight gets introduced this season, isn't it? No, well, he just becomes way better than this season, I think. This is where Dow gets tortured as well. Abraham just died as well, which I would have really liked to see Abraham in the Negan, against Negan. I thought that would have been a good fight. I think Abraham would have won, but season 8, I think it's trying to think. Like, I think this is one of the best versions of Rick as well. I think just below season 7. Well, season 1's the worst season so far. Yeah, season 8, a lot of people don't like this season as well. Mainly because I think of a spoiler, Carl dies in this season, which I never really liked Carl that much. He's a good character. I know a lot of people loved him. I don't know, I found it kind of annoying a lot. But he did become better in the later seasons, I think. It's like when he was a kid, he annoyed me. But Rick's final speech, probably the best speech in the show. Where he's like, oh, we need to take out the zombies and they're the real enemy. should stick together and stuff like that. I did feel really bad for Maggie, because obviously Glenn was her husband and Maggie wanted to kill Negan, which you could see. Maggie did kind of annoy me after this season though. I hated Maggie. Probably one of the worst characters now. Not the worst, but for me disliked characters. Carol, she gets well, it's mainly season 5 where she gets really good, I think. No, I think season 8 she's really good in. Morgan is really good in this season as well. Aaron gets some character development, because I think this is the season Eric dies. Yeah, this first start Aaron's becoming like all ruthless, I guess. Dan was really good. A lot of characters really good this season. Can't really think of a weak character. Rosita, she was okay in this season. Eugene is where Eugene portrays Negan, which that scene is amazing. And you can only see why Eugene stayed with Negan. Then season 9. This is I think the most hated season. I can't remember. I think it's better than season 8. I do love the Whisperers. I do think they're a really cool type villain where they disguise as some zombies and stuff, which I love Beta, probably the strongest in the show, I would say. I can't remember. Mercer would be maybe second. I love the fight between Baseman. I think Baseman Down had the fight, which that was one of my favourite fights in the show. You can like true power of Beta in that fight as well, which is like run through walls and just drops 3 floors onto an elevator or lift and survives somehow. But yeah, I do really like this season. I might put it in grey actually. Oh no, I do think it's better than season. Yeah, I'll put it below. I do think it is better than season 7. It is video. I don't know why. Oh yeah, because I know, spoiler, Rick leaves as well. I don't know. I forgot about that. I think that is generally the why. This season's hated a lot, but I didn't mind it that much. I obviously miss Rick and stuff, but like Daryl, he definitely carried the show after this, and I think so did Negan. Negan starts his redemption arc in this season. I think this is where like helps Lydia and stuff come into the group, which I didn't mind Lydia at all. I thought when I first saw, I thought it should be kind of annoying, but not really. This was the season with the head pike deaths, which I really love that scene. I didn't really care about any of the deaths in that. I didn't really care about Enid, Henry, Tara, how you say her name. Like I liked Enid, but Henry and Tara, I didn't really like them too. I found them both kind of annoying. But I did love the speech Deke gave after. I think I cried at that bit, which is surprising because I didn't really care about any of the characters. But I do love that scene. I thought that should have been the finale. I think season 9 finale is the worst, definitely, out of all the seasons. It's when Negan becomes better. Like he saves Judith and Dog. I think I'm doing on the right season. Didn't think it was season 10. No. He saves Judith and Dog. Is Dog get introduced this season? I think so. Which I do love Dog. I do also like Shiva as well. I love the animals in the show. think that's it about season 9. I did like Alpha. I think I preferred Beta over Alpha for some reason. I know Alpha's obviously the leader, but I don't know. She didn't really seem that strong, I guess. I don't know. She did annoy you though. Now season 10. I think it's season 10. I'm gonna put above season 7. Actually, I don't know. I did like the season this where obviously Alpha dies when Negan kills her. I didn't really like the fight, the Horde fight with, like when Beta brings all the zombies to the hospital, I think it is. I think that could have been done better, maybe. And then this is where they find out who Beta was. He was like a country singer, I'm pretty sure. Which, Ryan Hurst, I think his name is. He actually has a really good voice. Actually, when they were listening to his song, I actually really did enjoy it. I think Daryl becomes really good this season. I think Michonne leaves this season as well. Oh yeah, and Judith gets a time jump in season 9. I forgot about that. I forgot the time jump. That's when Aaron became really good as well. He got his metal arm, which looked really cool. Like with I think it was the mace at the end of his arm. So he just like punched zombies and their head exploded, and just really sick. Negan becomes really good this season, I think. I know a lot of people I think a lot of people still didn't like Negan, especially in the show. Like the characters in the show didn't like Negan. I don't think they ever will. Oh yeah, I think was it Maggie that leaves this season, or was it last season? I can't fully remember. Because I know Rick, Maggie and Michonne all leave around like in 2 seasons, I guess. Which I think the science was like really down the only main character, like from like early seasons. I guess Carol as well, but Dow's obviously like the leader now. Which I do need to watch The Ones Who Live, because Rick and Michonne are in that. Some new Maggie comes back in this season as well with Elijah, which I did really like. But this is just generally I found Maggie really annoying. It's like I get that Glenn died, and it was season 9 where I think she wanted to kill him. Yeah, that's obviously what made Rick die, I guess. Like I did agree with what Maggie said though, that if Negan killed Rick, Michonne would try and kill Negan, which I do agree with, but I don't care. Maggie's so annoying. I did watch a bit on the first 2 episodes in Dead Sea, and I did find Maggie kind of annoying in that. She's a good character, but I feel bad for that she lost Glenn. She did lose a lot of people, but I don't know, so did Daryl and stuff. It's just annoying that she basically took out Rick with her like plan to kill Negan, and then she didn't even kill him. She didn't even kill Negan, which that really annoyed me. But yeah, I did like season 10. I do think it's overhated as well. I think a lot of seasons are overhated. I think every season is overhated. Every scene that is hated, I don't think it should be. Like, there's no meh or awful seasons, I don't think. I think they're all good. And then season 11, I think I did actually really enjoy season 11. I do think it's better than season 9. So like, this is my top 5. Season 4, 3, 5, 6 and 11. But I really like Mercer. Negan is really good in this season. Like, this is when people start realising he's good. and like his change, and Negan apologizes to Maggie as well, and I think Negan sacrifices himself for the group as well. Well, he didn't die, but he was going to sacrifice himself for the group, because like Negan felt what Maggie felt when Negan killed Glenn, which I do really like, because like Negan's like, I finally understood what you must have felt. Oh, what a scene! I do love that scene. Pamela, the villains in the season weren't that great. Pope, the Reapers were really rushed. Pamela, Lance, Mercer was definitely like one of the best new introductions in the show. Princess is also a good introduction in season 10. I did like Princess. She's like a very like energetic character. Also I think it was after episode 16 in season 10, the episode's like really bad. One of the worst in the show, I think, or the worst in the show after. I think like season 10, episode 21. But also one of the best for Negan's backstory. Like here's Negan, one of my favourite episodes. When makes Lucille and the story of him and Lucille. Like wife had cancer. Really sad. I didn't think I cried, but I was close to. I really wish we got like a show where Negan like becomes like Negan basically, like where he forms the saviors and like makes the sanctuary or something. I think that'd be a cool show or spin-off. Yeah, I still don't like Maggie in this. She improves in season 10, but I don't know, it's just still really annoying. I think the ending was good. I think the ending can be better. I'm glad we saw Rick and Michonne return, which set up The Ones Who Live. What I didn't like is that they like announced Daryl Dixon, Dead City, and all that before the end of season 11, which in my opinion was really stupid, because it just basically proved that Daryl wasn't going to die, or Carol, Negan, Maggie, because Daryl Dixon's originally supposed to be Daryl and Carol, like a show, but Carol didn't want to do it, or the actor of Carol. So like, it's like 4 people were going to be safe at least, which is kind of annoying. I wish more people died in season 11. Like the season where they could have killed off as many people as they wanted to, they didn't, which is really stupid. I think they only killed off Luke and Rosita, and the actor of Rosita wanted to be killed off. So I did think that death was good. I found that death kind of sad. I didn't cry at it. The only two deaths really kind of was the Pike scene, but that was in Siddiq's speech. And also Dale in season 2, he was one of my favourite characters. And he just like knew everything basically. A lot of people saying Shane should have left and then he became Negan, which that would have been cool. Well, maybe like he becomes a different villain. That would have been really cool, I think. I don't know, because then you have obviously Rick and Shane were best friends and like villains to each other basically, which I think that would have been cool. If I do watch these, I might do an updated tier list if you guys want, and comment down below if you want me to do more tier lists. I did really enjoy talking, because I just yap basically about my favourite show. I could do other rankings as well. I was trying to look for other rankings for me to do. There's definitely more Walking Dead ones I could do, 100%. But anyway guys, that's been the end of this video. Hope you like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.